Well, hello, all you lovely luxury lovers. Welcome to Smiling Cats Couture. My name is Lori, and you are in my bedroom right now. This is just the multicolor collection behind me. I have other shelves of other purses, and today this video is about me. So you can get to know me, and I did a Q&A on the community post, and I did also do a questionnaire on Instagram. So let's get started. And I'll be looking down to read it off my iPad, so sorry about that. But anyhow, well, let's get started. A little thing about me. So I am from the Pacific Northwest, and I got married at a young age to a sailor, and we lived in San Diego for 18 years. And when we decided to part ways, I came back to the Pacific Northwest to start over. I was a orthodontic assistant for over 30 years, and unfortunately had to retire young because of a spinal cord injury, and I'm still recovering from that, learning to walk again and things like that. And I'm doing pretty good. I can get in a car and drive, and I can get around with a walker and a cane, and so everything's looking up, of course. So anyhow, that's just a little short bit. So I'll get into the questions, because then I can kind of tell you some more things about me as well, because how I decided to recollect my vintage Murakami collection and why. So first question is from Dee Dee Bean. If it's not too personal, can you explain why you had to start over recollecting your collection? Also, when did you start again? Which was your first piece, and how did you decide that was the one you were going to start with? Okay, so basically, I sold off my original collection bits at a time, and it's kind of like collecting. You kind of get that adrenaline rush, and it's exciting. And at that time, I had separated from my husband and moved, and wanted to redecorate the entire house so I wouldn't have any of those kinds of memories. And so I just started selling off my Louis Vuitton, because at that point in 2009, I was kind of over it. So I just flipped the purses into home decor and furniture and everything like that. So I, have kind of collector tendencies, and so like I would collect Starbucks items, and then when I got tired of them, I sold them all off on eBay and bought some antiques. I kind of do that kind of a thing. So anyhow, so that's why I had to start over. And so the first piece that I repurchased is the Cherry Blossom Retro. And the reason I decided to get that again is because that's one of my most coveted pieces. So I really missed having my Cherry Blossom Retro. It's just a good crick of the arm bag and a top handle, and it fits a lot, and it's lightweight, and it's cute as everything. I've already done a video about this bag, and you can see the dust bags inside. Anyhow, cute and girly. And so I had come into missing it in 2019. I decided, okay, I'm gonna get a few bags that I once had before. So that's what kind of sparked it. And I bought, a couple pieces, and I was content with that until my spinal cord injury. And then to reward myself for milestones, I would buy myself a piece. And then after that, of course, then it got into the whole I need everything back. So anyhow, that's how it kind of started. And I also sold things to buy these things too. So I'm just that way. I rubbed off on my kids. My son would buy vintage game devices and then fix them up and resell them. My other son mods Nintendo Switches and sells them, just things like that. So anyway, it's kind of fun. So let's see. I think that's it for that question. And I hope I answered that one, Dee Dee. But you can always message me. Ellie Schubert 8833. Hi, I'm curious, is your Murakami collection out of love for the artist or for LV? Are there still pieces in your wish list you need to find? And do you have other pieces of Takashi that are not LV bag related? Your cat is so adorable. Take care, you two. That was so sweet. That's kind of hard in the it all basically started with, of course, Jessica Simpson carrying the Speedy 30 in the Blanc, and so that sparked my interest in 2003. And then, of course, when we got into the cherry blossoms and the cerises and the panda, the Takashi Murakami, I really went into a deep dive of his art, and so I love his art. So I do have other things, Takashi. This is one little cute thing I recently collected because the Kairosera Museum of Art in Mononoke, Kyoto, they have a huge monument out front of the cherry blossom faces, the parent and child, the statue of the face with the body, you know, a flower face and a human body, and then the child the same, and they're holding hands, and they're standing on top of a Blanc multicolored trunk, Louis Vuitton trunk, in a pond. It's beautiful. You'll have to look it up. Anyhow, he has an exhibition at this museum, and this is one of the items that you could get from the museum. So I have a video on that as well, just a quick little video. It's just all blinged out, and they have a panda one in this blinged out one that I would like to get as well. And I also have a laser print, and it's certified and signed and numbered by Takashi Murakami. So I do have some art pieces, and I have other pieces I've gotten from other museums like San Francisco and the Brooklyn Museum. I've gotten a few little collector items from those. So I could do a whole deep dive, trust me, on his art and start collecting like crazy, because I just love it. His stuff makes me happy. Of course, you know, with the little cherry blossoms, you know, and the smiley faces. It has a different meaning behind it if you look it up, which is kind of sad, but I still don't think of what his meaning is behind these cherry blossoms, but they do make me happy. Let's see. Oh, so other pieces on my wish list are the Hands Mocha Neverfull in the PM size. The small size is the hardest one to find, and I might settle for an MM, but not a GM. I would not have a use for that. And then I need the pink cherry blossom key pouch. So I do have both of those items on my wish list on eBay, but the prices are a bit high. I'm waiting for that to come down, and I'm sure I'll eventually get those two last pieces to collect. And then Rakita's Closet asked, what are your two top handbags in your collection that you would never give up. And that is very easy. So it would be my Noir multicolor Sac Retro, and then my Cerisa Speedy. So I'm gonna have Rob from Poor Man Luxury
Hey.
grab that for me since it's behind me. Let me get that for you. So the reason being is because the Cerisa Speedy has gone insane on the prices right now. Like, to replace this is $3,000 easy. And I bought this again in the 2,000, 2,500 range or something like that. So it was expensive, but so worth it to have it back in my collection, because this was a huge regret of ever parting with it. And yes, precious. So yeah, I love that one. And my humongous Sac Retro up there with the jellyfish eyes. So those are really spendy. I got so lucky on the Noir one. Usually they're around $5,000 or so, but I got it, I think, for $1,600, and they actually had a little mirror, multicolor mirror inside. Someone had left in it. Bonus. So that's those were the two top handbags in my collection, I would say. And the Cerisas came out in 2005, and the Noir Sac Retro came out in 2003. So I hope that answered your question, Rikita, my love. So the next question is from Devin Christopher. What is your most sentimental bag? Love you, Lori. Love you too, Devin. So hands down, it would be my Noir multicolor Troville. Can you grab that, Rob, please? The Troville. Sorry, my handy helper, as he would calls me. So this is the very first Louis Vuitton piece I ever received. This is the second one, sadly, but Rob bought the original handbag for me from the Louis Vuitton boutique, my first experience at Louis Vuitton. And so this is definitely my most sentimental bag of all time. And I was so lucky to find this in such beautiful condition. So I feel like it's, you know, like my original. So yes, it's so gorgeous. I love the outside pocket, and it has the good old Y2K cell phone pocket inside and one slip pocket, and that lovely Alcantara lining. So my helper Rob from Poor Man Luxury can put that back up there for me. So if you haven't checked out his channel, please do so. He's a big Coach lover. He does love Louis Vuitton too, but he's gone down the rabbit hole. You know, he's drinking the Kool-Aid, if you want to say it. So the next question is from Jorgelina's Journey. Hi, I would love to know what's your most prized piece and what is the hardest piece for you to find. So that is easy to tell you because I just recently got it. Oh, I was like immediately add to cart. Oh my God, I have to get this. So I know it doesn't. It's exciting for me, but not probably that earth-shattering for y'all. So this is the Red Cherry Blossom Portrait International Wallet, and in this red colorway, it's just so hard to find. I'm telling you, it is so hard. I've waited 3 years looking every single day. I kid you not. And to find it in this great a condition, oh my gosh, I think the universe was providing for me on that one. So, and then, um, so my most prized piece, I guess, would be kind of like Rakita's question, the the black multicolor sac retro is my most coveted piece because it is rare and it's gorgeous, and I love the jellyfish eyes. Next question is Jess loves LV. What is one item you regret selling? And that is easy because it was the last piece I sold in my collection. And here we go again. The pink Cherry Blossom Retro. Like, this was the last piece I could give up, and it was the first piece I had to get back. So yeah, this is girly to the max, you know. And it just makes you happy when you look at it. So thank you. And my next question is from Joy Love C. Corinne. Hi. She says, hi, my friend. I would like to know when you started collecting the LV multicolored pieces. Have a fabulous day. Thank you. So honestly, I started in 2004. So that's when Rob bought the multicolored Trivial, and I missed out on the Speedy 30s. So even back then, I had to buy these pre-loved. And luckily I had a friend, a connection up in Seattle, and she hooked me up with mint condition Speedy 30s back in the day. So can you believe it? It was buying pre-loved back then, you know, because once you miss that drop, that was it. You know, when I was at the boutique, they're like, nope, sorry, they're gone, you know. So I was a year too late and a dollar too short, or whatever you want to say. But anyhow, so yeah, that's when I started collecting, was 2004. So next question is from James Jam. She says, I love the idea. Do you collect any other brands? Do you collect any other LV? How did you get started on your luxury journey? Do you collect anything else? Awesome questions. I love it. So, yeah, I do collect other brands, and I did have a bigger collection of Alexander McQueen, but I did sell them to fund my behind me. So Alexander McQueen, I love the skull lock, padlock. I only have 2 in my possession now. I'm almost thinking about starting back with these again too, because I just love them so much. I like a satchel, obviously. It's like a Speedy almost, and it's just me. Crystal skulls or anything skull is me, obviously. I mean, it's my daily life, what I wear, what I like, and I don't care what anyone thinks. And then I also have my Ted Baker. Again, I love the top handle. I like the mix of the patent leather and the pebbled leather and the little crystal and pearl detail. Sorry, it's probably scratched to heck, but it was my daily driver for many years. And I just love the girly details on the Ted Baker handbags and things. And then as far as LV, you know, your collection isn't complete until you have a Speedy, right? So I have the Damier, and I have the Damier Eben, or Damier Azur, and the Damier Eben Speedies. This is like my 3rd one. I hate to admit it, and I almost feel like selling it now because I seen Just Loves LV Crusette bag, and I like it better than this, but I better not. I'll just buy one and keep this, because I'll regret it and be buying it again, right? Anyhow, I hope. Oh, and then other items that I collect would be foreign coins. I have a big collection because my ex-husband was military, and all of his four other brothers, and then I had, you know, grandparents that were in World War II and Vietnam, uncles, and so I have coins from all over the world and dollars, and then people, friends, and even my patients have brought back foreign currency for me. So my latest piece was from Egypt that my friend just went a few months ago to Egypt and brought me back a coin that was they were discontinuing. So yay, another one on the books. So I have like a big binder of and you know, the plastic sheets that you put them in, and you know, so you can flip through them, and it's fun to look at. It's fun to collect. And Starbucks items. I still have some really cool Starbucks things. Like I said, I weeded out my collection so I could buy some antique furniture that I wanted, and I don't need 4 cupboards full of Starbucks items, right? I'm down to 1, so I'm making progress. So I had found this lady who sells on eBay, and so she just bought everything from me, and she had a warehouse with pallets of stuff. It's insane. So like, she bought everything I had, and it was awesome because I did get my retail price back and then some, and then what I did sell independently on eBay, I mean, was insane. I didn't know people were that heavy duty collectors. So like the mugs with the city mugs, I had Portland, of course, and Seattle and whatnot, and like $50 for one mug I got one time. Like, what? For a $5 mug? I mean, back then when Starbucks was cheaper to buy things. So anyhow, yeah, so I do have an affinity for Starbucks, and I did go to the homeland, you know, up in Seattle to see Pike's Place and have my experience at the mothership. So we had a fun time in Seattle, Rob and I. So the last question is from Veronica Loves Vuitton, and she goes, I would love to know everything about Sabrina. Oh wait, that's not the last question, second to last. Okay, so Sabrina is actually my daughter's cat, but she hangs out with me because now that I'm home more, she's always around me. Like, I know was in here a second ago, running around. I was gonna grab her. Do you think you can snatch the little girl? Or is she in there? Oh, anyhow, she is a little stinker. Anyhow, she is a flame point Persian, and her dad was a seal point Persian. And the reason we got her was because my daughter's Persian had passed away, and it left a real big hole in her heart. And my daughter's like 37 right now, so this is only like we got Sabrina in 2019, so it wasn't that long ago. And so my friend, my coworker at the time, found Sabrina on the Craigslist. So I picked her up while my daughter was at work and surprised her, and I took video of it. She's like, why are you videoing me? But because she was crying and she was so happy. And Sabrina is just like a little stinker. She has to inspect everything and get into everything. Oh, she's right here behind me. She's not like any other cat we've had, and I just love her to death. And it's fun to have her in the videos. I don't know how, I guess because it's Smiley Cat's concern, we don't need to see her booty. Anyhow, here's the star of the show, Miss Sabrina. She's getting her winter coat. Right now she's just kind of looking for somewhere to take a nap in my bedroom. But she's always around me, even though my daughter's home and asleep. No, she wants to hang out with Grandma. Oh, I call her my grandfur. So she's always sitting in, like my recliner in here, or in another chair. She's a ham, and she knows when she's on camera, and she knows when we're going to take pictures of her, I swear. She's just Miss Glam, right? Yeah. So it's fun having her on the videos. I guess because I named my name Smiling Cats Couture, gotta have the kitty in the video because it's just a smiling cat. So anyhow, yeah, she's a really good cat, a real lover, and she's usually laying on her back like this. This is her normal. She'll be laying on the floor just like this, or laying in a chair. She looks huge right now. She's really not that huge. It's all fluff. See what I mean? It's like, this is all fur, and her real body is way down in there. So she's getting her winter coat. She's like, Grandma, why are you doing this to me? So, give you to Grandpa. So, anyhow, she's, whenever she wants to cooperate, and then we put her on the videos, and of course she always has to inspect the packages that come in like any cat does. But it's just kind of funny. So anyhow, I hope that answers your question about Sabrina. So she's 5 years old, and gosh, you wish they would live forever, because it's so hard when your pets pass away. It's gonna be really hard when she goes. So anyhow, we have another cat too, Cleo, and she's a Norwegian forest cat, and we love her just as much. She was a rescue cat though, so she was more scared, and so her personality is just really chill. She kind of mothered Sabrina. She's only like 2 years older than Sabrina, but she was Sabrina's mama kind of, and so she's not the kind you can pick up and put on the videos, let's put it that way. Anyhow, the last question is Willa466. I'd love to see a video of your favorite bags in your collection and story time, and what first started your love for LV. Murakami has my heart. So basically it was answered pretty much in those other questions. Rob, can you grab the multicolor sack retro?
I'm gonna let her out.
Okay. He's got to let her out of the room because she's like, I want out. I want some snacks. But anyhow, so basically seeing Jessica's the black sack. Yeah. So anyhow, we'll end it all with this big old like Winnie BLV says, Big Booty Judy. She's about the same size as Big Booty Judy. It's this one I haven't carried yet. I've put in videos many times, but I have yet to take her out for a spin. It's just, she's huge, and I have to use a walker or a wheelchair. So, maybe in a wheelchair it'd be okay, but I don't transport in a wheelchair anymore. I'm now able to get in and out of a car. So it just makes it hard to take with me to anywhere, because I don't want to just set it on the walker in the basket and have someone, try and get it. So, because I'm usually just going to appointments or out to dinner or something like that. So anyhow, but yeah, Jessica Simpson started it all, I think, for a lot of us. And yeah, so it's taken off from there. But yeah, this is one piece I would not give up for the life of me. And it's just amazing. I don't know if you can. So I'm really curious to see what the new drop is going to be like. So I will have to stay tuned to see. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to afford to collect, because the prices at Louis Vuitton are just insane. And I mean, they're better than, some of the other luxe brands, but the average person, I don't think, can just run out and buy a ton of them. So we'll see. Rob had promised me he's going to buy me one income tax time, so at least I'll get one special bag, brand new. And you know, they're gonna have SLGs and stuff. Of course, I can afford that, but the actual handbags, that's, whew, you know, I don't have, you know, thousands and thousands, or, you know, I don't want to run up credit for something like that. So we'll see, you know, if it's on the pre-loved market, eventually I'll snap it up, of course. The boutique experience just isn't what it used to be. So I'm not rushing down to go to the boutiques, you know. I have just as much fun opening up packages from the pre-loved market, and also not spending the money, you know. I mean, some pieces, yeah, they're 2,500, 3,000, but I don't think no, I haven't gone past 3,000 for a handbag. So this one, unfortunately, this one was pretty close to $3,000. It was, I know you can find them cheaper, but this one's in really, really awesome condition. So it was worth it to me, because that was such a special bag to have back. But I'm gonna stop rambling now. I hope I answered y'all's questions. Get to know me. I love doing graphic media. So I used to do events on the side as well. I used to work full-time as an orthodontic assistant. Then I also hosted events, and I did all the graphic media for those events, and I would do all the promoting and marketing. And so I have a good marketing background as well. In my regular job, I did the marketing there too, on top of being an orthodontic assistant. I had a laundry list of things that I did in my career, and I loved it, and I do miss it. So this YouTube journey is kind of like helping my creative outlet, I guess you'd say. And I started just filming my unboxings for Instagram, and I held on to all that footage, and that's why I kind of put it onto YouTube, and you don't see me doing the unboxings, because at the beginning, you know, I just was trying things out, and now I've gotten brave enough to actually get behind the camera, because, you know, I wasn't this heavy until, you know, I'm in a wheelchair. I can't exercise as well as I could, but I do have a standing glider, which is kind of like an elliptical, but it's still, you know, you're not as active as you would be as when you could walk normal. So I'm getting there. I'm always working on it 7 days a week, and that's why I've gotten so much progress. I'm super strong. So you just got to keep on keeping on, you know. I want my life back the way it was, and I am working really hard to get that. And recollecting the Louis Vuitton gave me an outlet. It was fun hunting the pieces. It's fun filming the pieces. It's just everything. It brings you joy, brings you creativity. It's fun to go outside and take photos with beautiful flowers, with your handbags or whatnot. So it's just filled a big creative outlet for me. So it's something, you know, that I enjoy. And I don't plan to have, you know, like a warehouse full of handbags. I am trying to keep myself under 30, and I know I have under 30. I guess I'll have to count and let you guys know. But behind me, you're like, oh my gosh, she's got a lot of handbags. But anyway, thank you for hanging in there. If you stayed to the end, I want you to put the pink little coin purse emoji in the comments. And if you have any other questions for me, I would gladly answer them, or I could do another video at another time. I hope I answered all your questions properly. And like I said, I've never filmed with a ring light and with my purses behind me. I hope this is an okay video. It's just a test run, so better things are coming. I will get better equipment and things, but for now, it'll have to do. Love you guys. Bye.